This lecture is for information about anatomy theory exam. How to approach anatomy diagrams to get full marks in theory exam in written paper. In anatomy, only words are not sufficient to describe a single one topic because anatomy is a structure based subject. Now, the choice of color. Color coding is important in making anatomy diagrams. There are specific colors for making anatomy diagrams to represent different structures in anatomy. First, the red color is used to represent artery. You can also make the lumen of the artery, big arteries, red. Then, light blue color is used to represent vein. Then the next is yellow color or black color is used to represent a nerve. The reason behind using black color to draw the structure of nerve is that the yellow color has less attention on the paper, so it make unclarity and invisibility. Brown color is used to represent muscle. Then green color is used to represent ligament, and light green color is used to represent fascia. There are different fascia: superficial fascia, deep fascia, and various other examples. Now we come to the next topic. To understand the use of these colors in different diagrams, artery is represented by red color, light blue color with vein, yellow or black color with nerve. Black color must be drawn to represent a nerve, brown color to represent muscle, green color is used to represent ligament, and light green color to represent fascia. Now, to understand the use of these colors, we come to the topic arterial arches of the hand. Any diagram in the anatomy must be represented first with the outline, outer boundary of the diagram. Outline must be correct, and the content of the diagram inside the boundary may change. It doesn't matter that they must be exact. Now, arterial arches of the hand, the superficial and deep palmar arch, and this is how can we draw the outline of arterial arches. First, the outline of the hand must be neat and clean. And the arteries inside the boundary of this outline may change with the exact diagram, and this is how we can draw the arterial arches to represent inside this outline. This is the clear outline of hand. Now to represent the artery with red color, first we must represent the sides. This is lateral side and this is medial side of the hand. Now with the red color we use red color to represent arteries. So this is superficial palmar arch, this is superficial palmar arch, and this is the radial artery on the radial side or lateral side. This is ulnar artery on the ulnar side or medial side. This is the branch on the lateral side, and this is another branch on the lateral side. It forms deep palmar arch of the hand. This is deep palmar arch. I am representing with dotted line. This is the artery going to the thumb to supply periosteum of the bone. This is the plexus on the tip of the finger. This is superficial metacarpal artery and superficial metacarpal arteries, plexus in the tip, network in the tip of the finger, and these are the artery to supply periosteum of the phalanges. And now these are the deep palmar metacarpal arteries. So this is the how can we draw the superficial palmar metacarpal arteries of the hand. Now we label these arteries. This is radial artery, this is lateral on the medial side ulnar artery, this is superficial branch of radial artery, this is parensis pollicis artery, artery, and this is radialis indicis artery. These are superficial metacarpal arteries. Metacarpal arteries. Now this is radialis indicis artery. Now inside the outline, this is the superficial palmar arch, of the hand and deep palmar arch, the diagram on the left side and labeling on the right side. Now, to make the idea more clear, we take another example to make use of the color coding in diagrams. This is femoral triangle. First, the outline of femoral triangle. Outline of femoral triangle. This is lateral side. This is medial side boundary. The content of the diagram must be reside inside the outline. Outline must be neat and clean. It make the diagram more attentive. This is inguinal ligament. And this is the muscle sartorius. This is the muscle adductor longus. Its boundary and it is the boundary of sartorius muscle, and this is the boundary for pectineus muscle. Now, the tendon of this is these fibers represent the direction of muscle fiber, and this is for sartorius muscle, or the muscle fiber run longitudinally, and this is the pectineus muscle. The fibers represent the direction. These lines represent the direction of muscle fiber. Green color can also be used to represent tendon, and this is the tendon of psoas major muscle. Now this is the last muscle. This is iliacus, and we make it more dark to differentiate from others. This is medial side and this is lateral side. The sides must be labeled. Now we label the femoral triangle. This is adductor longus muscle, adductor longus, this is pectineus muscle, this is inguinal ligament, this is inguinal ligament, this is anterior superior iliac spine, iliac spine. This is the tendon of psoas major muscle. Of psoas major muscle. This is sartorius muscle. This is the last one muscle, iliacus. So this is the femoral triangle. The femoral triangle is inside the outline marked. Now to make the use of diagram more clear, anatomy also include histology. So we make the idea more clear by drawing the cardiac muscle histology diagram. The diagram must be inside the boundary. The boundary must be small and circular. We make the histology diagram with pink and purple colors. This is the cardiac muscle fibers. This is also muscle fiber. Another next muscle fiber. These are the muscle fibers. Muscle fibers. So this is how can we draw the cardiac histology diagram. Another muscle fiber, and these are the gap junctions, specific feature of cardiac muscle histology. These are the muscle fibers. Again muscle fibers. Another muscle fibers. This is again gap junction, muscle fiber. Muscle fibers in the gap junctions. These are also muscle fibers. Again gap junctions. So this is how can we draw the histology diagram of cardiac muscle fibers. Now we use pink color to make a nucleus. In cardiac muscle, nucleus is centrally placed in cardiac muscle fiber. This is nucleus, nucleus, nucleus. This is also nucleus. The cardiac muscle fibers are separated from one another through intercalated discs. This is intercalated disc. It is also intercalated disc. Intercalated disc. This is also intercalated disc. This is the complete diagram of cardiac muscle histology. Now we label the diagram. Centrally placed nucleus, nucleus, intercalated disc, disc. These are the gap junctions. and this is how we can make the cardiac muscle histology diagram. The diagram must be neat and clean. The diagram on the left side and the labeling on right side of the page. So the diagrams are very important, so be prepared before exam.